Hi everyone, in this video let's have a look at the Scholastic Settings. Let's go to the academics, let's go to examination, let's choose the settings. Under the settings we have our CCE settings. We had a look at the Scholastic settings and the basic settings in our previous video. Let's go for the Scholastic settings. Under the Scholastic settings we are going to handle these FA settings and FA items. So we're going to create these formative assessment items, before which we will provide some settings for these formative assessment items, and we'll assign these FA items that we have created. Now let's begin with the formative assessment settings, wherein we'll choose which formula we're going to follow. There are two different formulas. One is a total marks mode, the other one is a common denominator mode. The total marks mode has a different calculation than the common denominator mode. As you can see, this is the formula that's going to be taken, wherein the total marks mode will use the actual values for each FA criteria before applying the formula. Under the common denominator mode, we're going to make sure that there is a common denominator of 1 before you apply the formula. So this is the difference, and you're going to choose one of these mode, and going ahead with the calculation, we'll go to create the formative assessment items. While we create a formative assessment item, as you can see here, I'm going to create these FA groups by going for new FA group. I'll give a title for the subject, for example, maths, and I'm selecting one of the FA groups. So as you can see here, one academic here is going to have 4 FA groups, and 2 FA groups belong to the first term, and the other 2 FA groups will belong to the second term. We can choose from one of these FA groups that you see here. We can choose one of the FA group, provide a maximum mark for these FA groups, and you can choose one of the CCE exam category from the drop down. As you can see, I've already listed term 1 and term 2 as the exam category. I'm going to choose one of these exam category. Under the FA group, there are going to be a lot of FA criteria, and each of these FA criteria will have a value, a total score, and the sum of it can be calculated by a FA criteria calculation. And these FA criteria calculation could be average of the descriptive indicator or sum of the descriptive indicator. You can be more specific to mention a particular formula as well. So as of now, I'm just creating these FA groups, and once I've created these FA groups, inside which I'm going to create the FA criteria by going for the option new. And as you can see here, I've created one FA criteria with the title quiz. I've given a maximum mark of 20, and I'm saying this quiz is going to be having a formula key of A. The same way, each of these FA criteria has a formula key. Now with these formula key, I can derive a formula so that the final value is going to be as per my calculation. So I can go to the FA calculation and edit the formula, wherein when you edit the formula, you can see you have a place to put in the formula keys. I can use A, B, and C. For example, for these formula key, you can see there is a sum of these descriptive indicators, average, and a best. So you can use one of these formula and use the formula key and save the calculation. So this is how the FA items are going to be utilized under assessment groups. This way I can have more number of assessment happening under each FA group, which is going to give you a final value. Once I've created these FA items, I can go for assign FA items, and I can choose a class, and I can choose a subject, and assign these FA items for the class subject. So as you can see, maths is available. I'm choosing this and I'm saving it. So this is all about how FA items can be assigned for a particular class. Thanks for listening to this video.